Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a tutorial on how to make a CCC choir cape. So please don't forget to subscribe and like my videos and share. Thank you. So right now I folded this material into two like this. So I'll be folding it again like this. So the width of the cape is 12 inches. So I'll be folding it again into 4 places like this. So right now I'm cutting 2 capes at a time. I'm cutting 2 at a time. So I'll measure 13.5 inches as the length of the cape. That's the length of the cape. While the width, that's the wideness, is 12 inches. So I'll measure 12 inches, 12.5, 13 until it meets that 13.5. So I'll just make it wider, then chalk it out. So that's the wideness of the cape altogether. So this is the wideness of the neck, which is 3 inches, while the length of the neck is 7 inches. So I'll be using my French curve because I need to make it like a little bit curved at that upper part. It won't just be straight V-neck. So I'm cutting it out. So yes, I finished cutting that part. This is the neck part. So you see that I opened that part. So you need to fold it the way I folded it so that you can get that opened part. So I'm cutting out only one side of the neck. So this is how it's going to look like after cutting it. So now I'm cutting the facing, which is the yellow part of the neck. So remember I made the width 3 inches. So I'll be adding 4 inches as the width. That's the wideness of the facing. So that's 7 inches. So I made sure what I folded 7 inches. This is the 4 inches for the length of the facing. So I'm placing my cape, that's the blue one, on it like this. So I'll chalk it out, just trace out the neck to that 4. So I'll just measure 4 inches all round. 4 inches. Just follow the tracing, 4 inches all round. Okay, so this is the blue. Remember I said I cut 2 at a time, so I'm removing one from it. I just wanted to see how it's going to look like after sewing. So make sure if there is bead there, remove the bead so that it doesn't look bulgy or it doesn't break needle. Okay, so this is the down part. So I folded it like I folded it from the beginning, if you remember. So this down part I measured 2.5 inches for the wideness. And I folded it into 2 like this. But if you don't want to make it like this, like you want to cut 2 at a time, so I'll be cutting out like 5 inches at a time instead of cutting it 1 by 1. So I would rather cut it like this. But mind you, this cloth is not enough, like that part. So just for the sake of this tutorial, I had to like cut out 1 so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So this is the sewing part. Don't mind you, anywhere you see this B sign, that's the back. So just like I used to say in my tutorial, both backs will be facing up. So I'll sew it down. Make sure you pin it down so that it doesn't shift. So as you are sewing it, you carry your machine up. When you get to those edges, so just give it a nice notch. You can notch it all round so that it comes out very nice. So I'll bring it out like this. So now both faces will be facing me, that's both up. So I pinned it down like 5 places so that it doesn't shift. So I'll be folding in 1/2 inch. Please start from the back like this so that it stays like, that's how I sew it normally. I start from that back part, then to the V part, which is the front part. Just lay it nicely. Make sure it doesn't fold, it doesn't squeeze, like just make sure it lays neatly. So folding it in, I'm folding in 1/2 inch. So that part my thread cut, so I had to like cut it out. So just use your scissors to tuck in any excess so that it comes out neat and nice. So that's it for the neck. This is the down part, so I had to join it together. Then cut out the excess. So I'll be sewing it on the cape like this. So I used to start the sewing from the back or the side so that the joining doesn't show like at the front part. So why sewing it? Make sure you are using this yellow part to do like a little pleat, but the pleating must not show. Make sure the pleating does not show. Like you pleat it in a way that, just like we sew flare, if this is a trick on how to tape a flare, you have to make sure what you are sewing on it is more than is excess, is like excess, if you get what I mean, so that it will lay neatly. So that's the end part. So I'll just like sew it very close to the first sewing, to the beginning. You see how close it is. So I'll just join this 2 parts together and make sure it is neatly placed so that it doesn't come out longer than each other. So cut out the excess and make sure it is neat. So that's it for the cape. Ta-da! And our cape is ready. So even without ironing it, it's already coming out nice. So after ironing it, it will come out very, very lovely. So this is it, even without ironing. And thank you so much for watching to this point. Don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channel and share so that others too can benefit from this video. Thank you very much.